Namaste friends. Today, after a long time, I'm making this video. Of course, it is influenced by the happenings of yesterday. This is not a political video, but this is mostly a spiritual analysis. Spiritual, I call that because I don't have any other term to describe it. Of that mass of people who had a solid meltdown yesterday. They had this "I told you so" moment, which were as if they were the authorities on divine uh, transgression or divine retribution. These podcasters, these YouTubers, these internet personalities, some of them Twitter personalities, who all think that they are some God's gift on earth, went about talking on various karmic matrices as if they were able to see through the complex veil of karma. And they were talking about why the performance of the establishment was so poor. Okay. So they went on to say all of that. They talked about various temple corridors and the development processes, which is under the garb of development, but actual commercialization is what they believe, and all of that happening. And they went on to talk about as if there was a hotline that they have with uh, Ma, Baba, Bhai, Behen, I don't know, the relations that they have with their ishtas. And they went on to talk about the mind of their gods. They went on to talk about their, uh, how the divine works, etc., etc. All of that is good. I'm sure all of these people may definitely have a hotline with their respective aradhyas. But I find some kind of a glitch there. Why is it happening only when the results are out? Why these karmic matrices were not seen beforehand? Some of them could be, close to the establishment. Some of them may not be close to the establishment. They may be normal citizens of this country. And if they are so, and if they saw these kind of metrics happening, if they saw this kind of uh, divine interventions or the mind of the universe, if they were able to see that so clearly, and if they believe that this establishment that we have is currently the only establishment without any option at the moment, which can be helpful for the dharmic cause of the Hindus, then did they not have any prayers going on, any remedial measures taken, any therapies spoken about? Or because what I found out was this "I told you so" moment came with a certain amount of sadistic glee in them. And this sadistic glee talked more about their egos than about the divine transgression that happened, if that happened. It was more about "I told you so." and not I told you so. You're getting the stress on the I. That's the focus here. The I got focused a lot in this. Some of them went on to say that you don't know me. Me means that person. You don't know me, my credentials, from what perspective I'm speaking. Wow. This is one of the easiest blame that I have seen. And not just today. I have seen this in my earlier, when I was just a very a kindergarten student of my sadhana and spirituality and all of that. When bomb कहाँ पे explode हो गया, I told you so moment. Something happened and some municipality elections gets lost, or I mean, it's like you have a friendship with somebody for a very long time and then you find a new friend and they said, oh, this is divine integration. All of that, I mean, it's ridiculous. You win a business pitch and it's divine integration. You lose a contract, that too is divine integration. You don't see at that moment what were the karmas or what were the actions that you had taken which were wrong. What were the actions that you had taken which were right? Of course, destiny is there. And when destiny is there, then your mind works in a certain manner. You work in a certain manner for that destination, or rather for that destiny to get fulfilled. And you go on to take those kind of actions. Some are perverted actions, some are right actions. And those right actions lead to right results, and perverted actions lead to wrong results. Many astrologers got it wrong. Some of them got it right. It was not going to be easy for the establishment to perform well in a very, very chaotic situation which the country is going through. What irks me is the I told you so, and therefore, and yet I couldn't do anything about it. Or I told you so, and the glee of ego that these people have on their faces. What is most important is, now what? Now what is the matrix saying to you? What is the divine intervention, if you have the hotline to God, saying to you? Because it's not the poor performance of a certain ideological point of view, but that is also a big blow to the Sanatan ideology. There are people who have won, who have been, or who have said about decimating Sanatan. Those are the kind of people. So where is dharma in this then? Where is the working of the dharma in this? One thing for sure, and that should be done, is forget all these divine interventions. Forget all these matrices. Nobody can see it. Karmanu gahano gati, or gahano karmanu gati, whichever way you say it. Deep flows the water of karma. Complex and complicated is the matrix of karma. We don't have the subtle perceptions to understand the workings of the deities. Claim we can all do, because these claims don't ask for evidences. There is no evidence that you can give. But there are things, you can see it in action which is happening. At every point of time, have you been dharmic? Have you been absolutely with the rhythm? Have you hurt anybody in the way that you perform your actions? Knowingly. Unknowingly, you can't control. Knowingly. Have you cut corners? Have you compromised? It is on every individual to be dharmic. And only then dharma will prevail. It is not, the onus is not upon one performing, non-performing, or somewhat performing establishment. It is every individual's task to understand the glory of their tradition, culture, and therefore take that and work towards both spiritual gains as well as materialistic gains. Understand nationality or nationalism, what it actually means, and work towards or strive towards that. And I think that perhaps will be a better therapy, retribution, whatever you call it, to come out of a very, I wouldn't say it was a big blow, but it was a critical blow. A very critical blow that a certain ideological mass received yesterday. So there you are. After a few days, this I told you so meltdown will also ebb away, and we all will start work in a normal fashion. Come out of your drunken stupor of understanding the workings of the universe just because you have done some kind of sadhana, or you must be getting some kind of dreams, or you think that you are pretty sensitive to the workings of nature. Don't take things for granted. This is my advice to those who've had these kind of meltdowns yesterday. And with due respect to everyone, please start practicing at least some rudimentary sadhana. More and more, go deeper into your spiritual pursuits. It can be done by being in a materialistic world. Keep quiet, keep your head down, and just do your sadhana. As I say, keep calm and do your sadhana. Om Namah Shivaya.